Hello, my tubies, my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila Truelove. And yes, it's been a minute. I think it's been like 3 weeks since I've made a video. Anyway, a lot's been going on. I will talk about that at the end of the video. I just want to get straight to the point. And the reason why I am making this video, why women are superior, is because you have so many women who are not aware of their value. There are so many women who are selling themselves short, and they should never do that. I think personally, women don't give themselves enough credit, and they really need to take time to find a quiet place to sit somewhere and meditate and process the things I'm about to share with you. And please know I've been away for a minute, but I love you. I haven't forgotten you, my tubies and my Teletubbies. But getting right to the point on why women are superior, I think women are very, very foolish to pretend that they are equal to men. They are foolish because they don't realize that they are far more superior and always have been. Anytime you give a woman something, whatever you give a woman, she will always make it greater. For example, if you give her sperm, she will give you a baby. I want to see a transvestite pull that one off. Or the Trinis. Give her sperm and she will give you a baby. If you give her a house, she will give you a home. If you give her groceries, she will give you one heck of a meal. You give her a smile, a loving smile, and she will give you her heart. Women, we always tend to multiply and we always enlarge what is given to us. So if I want dudes to understand this, remember, we always enlarge. So if you give her crap, if you give a woman a bunch of crap, I hope you damn sure ready to receive a whole ton of SHIT. I also want to share a video with you when it comes to a husband, what he gives his wife on her birthday. The type of gift, the saddest gift ever. And I want to share this with you, tubies, because it's important for women to realize, wake up 2020, this day, this era, your true value. Here we go.
Oh, honey, all of these gifts for my birthday? Let me guess, one of these has Disneyland ticket.
Well, find out.
Maximum value.
Rent? I don't get it. What's this?
Well, who do you think paid for the rent the entire year? So, happy birthday. You have a roof over your head.
Okay. Thank you, honey. This one is the one with the Disneyland ticket, isn't it? Groceries? I don't understand.
What's there not to understand? Who do you think pays for groceries the entire year? So, happy birthday. You have a refrigerator full of groceries.
You got me groceries for my birthday?
What? That doesn't cost money. It's about time that you start appreciating these things.
Okay. Wedding ring? I don't get it. You got me note cards for my birthday?
No cards. Did I not get you a wedding ring earlier this year? You don't think about all the things I do for you all year long, huh?
But it's my birthday, so I thought, I don't know, maybe you'd do something special?
Something special. So paying for rent, buying groceries, and getting you that wedding ring. That's not special enough, huh? How are you so unappreciative? Watch where you're going, man.
I'm so sorry. I got distracted with all these presents. It's my wife's birthday, and I'm on my way to surprise her.
All those gifts are for your wife. Don't you do enough for her already all year long?
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Don't you pay rent, buy groceries, and I'm sure you got her a wedding ring too, right?
Yeah, I got her all those things.
So, isn't that enough? Why do you need to do something special for her birthday?
I think you got it all wrong, man. You see, I may pay the rent for the house we live in, but she's the one who turns our house into a home. She takes care of all the laundry, keeps our house clean, and gives me a place to look forward to come home every day. And I may pay for the groceries, yes. But she's the one who turns those groceries into hot meals. No matter how tired she is, she'll always make me my favorite meal every single day. And yes, I may have bought her a wedding ring, but she's the one who turns that wedding ring into a happy marriage. She's the most loving, caring, and loyal person I've ever met. So yes, I take care of the rent, and I pay for the groceries, and I bought her the wedding ring too. But she does a lot too, man. So she still deserves presents on her birthday.
I guess I just looked at it from my perspective. I never realized that she does a lot for me. Hey, I'm sorry for lashing out the way that I did.
Hey man, forget about it. We've all been there, right? You're gonna figure it out. I know you will.
Hey, honey, can you come down here, please?
What's going on?
I'm sorry for earlier. I realized I was looking at things just from my point of view. And I'm the one who's being unappreciative. Can we try this again?
Was this more note cards?
Just open it.
A Mickey Mouse shirt? Minnie Mouse ears? And Disneyland tickets!
We're going to Disneyland for your birthday.
Well, but with only one condition.
What is that?
That you wear these Minnie Mouse ears for the rest of the day.
Happy birthday, baby.
Sometimes in relationships, we think we're doing all of the work, but we're only seeing half of the picture. We should always try to see things from our partner's perspective. One person may be paying the rent, but the other person may be managing the home. One person may be buying the groceries, but the other person may be making all of the meals. And one person may be spending the money, but the other person may be doing a lot of the work. So we should always appreciate our partner, because most of the time, showing appreciation is the greatest gift of all. Hey,
Yep. That is it. That is so true. Now, everything you noticed here, ladies, I'm sure you can identify with this. And I'm sure that so many women, this is what they do in the home. But one of the things that I wanted to focus on here is you notice with these men, they pay the rent. They're paying for the utilities and paying for the food and the necessities. Let's not miss that point. But even though they may be paying the rent, and they should be, or being the providers like they should be, you have to keep in mind a lot of the things that women bring to the table. Like they like the guy said, well, I bought her a wedding ring. Yeah, well, with that wedding ring, guess what comes along with it? Do dudes ever take the time to think about all the things that women do? I know that when I was married, I was more than a wife. And I'm sure there are many other women out there who can identify with me when it comes to the many things that I used to do that was so much more than a wife. For instance, let's talk about I was not only the wife, I was the laundry attendant. That's usually what, $10 an hour. I was his personal call girl. That's about $300 a week. I was the secretary, at least $18 an hour. I was the on-call nurse, $40 an hour. I was the personal cook, $24,000 a year at least. I was the life coach in my home, especially with the type of husband that I had. That's at least $160 an hour. I was the social planner. That's $25 an hour. I was the house manager. That's at least $50,000 a year. I was the teacher because he needed a lot of help when it came to reading and comprehension and understanding and figuring things out. That's at least worth $20 an hour. I was a walking Wikipedia because, as you know, I love research and I'm an avid reader. I was the maid, $514 a week. I was the grocery shopper, $25 an hour. I was his therapist. That's at least between what, $30 to $80 an hour? And I was always the researcher. Anytime he needed something done or he didn't understand something or something needed to be done, I had to do the research. He was too lazy to do it. So when you think about it, these dudes are getting off really, really cheap. Now, you know and I know that they don't work for free. But yet we sit here, we do all of these things for free. And if a man say I could do all of that for myself, well then you don't need a wife. Good for you. So again, like I said earlier, I think women, you are really, really not really thinking or taking time to give it much thought. But I think women are very foolish to pretend that they are equal to men. No, 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 baby. No, no, no. We are far more superior and we always have been. So that's where I'm going to leave that. Now, in terms of what's been going on with Sheila True Love, I was in the hospital for 5 days. I had to call the ambulance because I was having severe stomach pain. I was in my house for like 3 days, just rocking back and forth with severe stomach pains. I was hurting like crazy. Anyway, on the 3rd day, I had to call the ambulance come to pick me up because I had pancreatitis. I think pancreatitis or pancreatitis. Yeah. And I had no idea. I know I went to the ambulance came and they got me, brought me in. And when they listened to the symptoms and I was in such severe pain, and when they said, we're going to have to keep you, I was like, what? I thought they was just going to give me some, like a enema to help me expel gas, let the gases out and stop my stomach from this excruciating pain. Anyway, they ended up keeping me. I was in the hospital for 5 days. I had all my church people who was so amazing. When I came home, I had gifts at my door. They was blowing up my phone when they found out that I was in the hospital. We did a lot of video chat. So it's like I wasn't even in the room alone, because when you're in the hospital, you're not allowed to have visitors, with this corona crap going on. So they was calling me up a lot, which is so great. I'm so happy that I joined this Bible study group because they're very, very loving. Now, these are Christians. This is the way Christians are supposed to treat each other. My son, who was very, very helpful, I didn't call him. I didn't call my daughter. I didn't call anybody. I wasn't going to tell them. I was in the hospital for I think 2 days or 3. I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. And my son had called me because I wasn't calling him, because I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I didn't want nobody to say, parents this and no. So anyway, when he called me and we talked, and then I told him finally that I was in the hospital, he lost it. He was like, what? And you didn't even call me, Mom? And bap. Anyway, when it was time for me to come home, he picked me up, treated me like a queen. while I was in the hospital, he came over to the house because he has the keys. And my roommate was amazing too. She was amazing. She made sure my cat was taken care of with the food or whatever. But then Lewis came over to make sure the cat box was changed and everything was up to par. He had cleaned my bedroom, and picked me up. We came home. I had to take a shower because I was just a mess, whatever. I took a shower, and then he took me out shopping to get the proper foods because I also found out that I'm diabetic. Now, how sick is this? I got to the hospital. They took my sugar. It was $4.95. What? Now I'm on insulin. This is all crazy to me. This is like, what the hell? Anyway, this is not going to be long. I might be on this insulin for 4 months because I already lost 21 pounds. Can you believe that? I lost 21 pounds. Anyway, I am going to continue to knock off the pounds, and I should be off this insulin within 4 months. My sugar level should be back on target. I got the monitors and all of this stuff. I'm just so happy that all of this occurred now while we are under this whatever. I'm also under quarantine. No, I don't have the coronavirus. I don't. No symptoms, nothing. But they said, someone in the ambulance had the coronavirus. So since I was exposed to it, me and my roommate, we have to stay under quarantine. Well, she works from home right now. So, and, we're under quarantine. I'll be off quarantine on Tuesday. And they do food delivery, You call 211 if you need food delivery because you quarantine. Just call 211 and ask for the food delivery department, and they will give you big boxes of food. It's unreal. They won't come in, but they'll leave it at your door and call you and let you know it's right outside your door. And I was like, wow, they gave us so much food, and it was just great. And Jehovah God and Jesus Christ totally is very supportive and have my back along with my roommates. And all of my church people were there for me, and I'm so pleased with that. I came home. I had gifts outside my door, and I didn't even know they had my address like that, but they managed to get the information. I think it was from Teresa. And then on Thursday, we had our Bible study meeting, women's Bible study group, and we were studying, we're on Luke chapter 19, which it's just so great, And then after the study, we talk, how women are. And also on Tuesday and Sunday, we have Zoom, where we can Zoom in to the meeting. So you're constantly getting your spiritual food. Just like we need physical food each and every day, we need our spiritual food as well. So Jehovah and Jesus Christ, oh man, Yahweh, thank you, Father. And I had so many of my tubies also. Oh man, Lisa, I love you. Lynette, I adore you like crazy. Anna, the Teresa, Samara, Morin, all my peeps out there. Thank you so much for the phone calls and checking up on me and looking out. I get, my phone number is listed on my page, on my channel, in the comment area. So if you want to reach out and give a sister some encouragement or words of encouragement, it's always greatly, greatly appreciated. And thank you so much, my tubies and my Teletubbies. I love you very much. In closing, I want women to make sure you know your worth. Think about all that you contribute in that household, everything that you do. Don't let anybody treat you like you're not worth much of anything. I love you, my darlings, and this is closing. And you always know my slogan. You always have a choice. Please, please, please choose wisely. I love you, and goodbye for now.